Hey Dan. So once again we join Dr. Indiana Jones on his search for the lost city of Atlantis, which, thanks to a tip from Monsieur Trottier, is going to lead us to the island of Thera.
Well, here I am on Thera. Hello there.
What do you want?
He's not particularly friendly.
My name is Indiana Jones.
You don't say. Make this quick. I'm a busy man.
Are you in charge around here?
Do
Do you have any charter planes?
Not a one. Sorry.
Excuse me.
What now?
Do you know anything about Atlantis?
You mean about Thera as a colony of the lost city? Sorry, can't help you.
Can you book passage for me on the next boat?
Bad news. No boats, no planes until next week.
Isn't there any way off this island?
Unless you grow wings like Icarus, I'd say you're stuck.
It does seem a bit odd that Indy would come to this island without a way to get back off.
It reads one standard observation balloon bladder.
Just gonna gather up a few things.
It's a lightweight fishnet.
And then head up into the hills. Now here there's a gap in the mountain, a notch in the mountain, and a cleft in the mountain. And in one of them, you should find another archaeological site.
Nothing here.
But you just sort of have to walk up to each one until you find it.
Nothing here. It's a plain old empty wooden box. It's an invoice for an observation balloon bladder.
Seems Indy was just a little bit behind.
What's that? Uh-oh, something must have caved in.
And we'll deal with that in a moment.
It's a military entrenching
Now, I
tool.
didn't understand this when I first played this game, but you actually have to open up the entrenching tool to turn it into a shovel.
There's a note wedged in here.
Indy, I know you'll find this sooner or later. The Nazis have kidnapped me. They must have found something because it looks like we're leaving soon. Hurry, I need your help.
It's signed Sophia.
Sophia has a lot of faith in you, that you're just gonna happen to come across whatever she leaves behind. But before we leave, you close this door, and now you can see it's opened up this little doorway there.
There's some sort of spindle in there.
Opened up this little access panel. So what you want to do is use the Sunstone with it. And now if we go back into the Lost Dialogue, I believe it's on this page here. Yes, so at many outposts, a sunstone sufficed if hot sunlight bathed the tall horns. So that's your clue. So if you use the sunstone, you'll get a little close-up. So we put the noon sun by the tall horns, press the spindle, and there we go. And now, if you have a look, there's this carved sign which has been revealed.
There's an inscription in some ancient language, but I can't read it.
Now, of course, we don't want to leave without the Sunstone. So we close the door again, pick it up. No, I want to pick up the Sunstone. There we go. Now, if we walk back to the entryway, we'll see that the door has become blocked.
I can't walk through that. Gotta get this door unblocked.
I'll just use the entrenching tool and Indy will dig himself free. Meanwhile...
Oh, no you don't. I've had enough.
Please, madame, let's try to be civilized about this, shall we?
Connor, don't shoot her! We may need her in the lost city.
Don't tempt me.
You can see their submarine there in the background.
Somehow Kerner got the jump on me, and now he's got Sophia.
So since there are no boats and no planes leaving the island, we actually have to make our own escape vehicle. So Indiana Jones has to MacGyver together a few of the items that he can get from around here. We already have the net. One other thing we're going to need is this very large basket, but also this weather balloon. So we're going to give the invoice to this fella here.
Hello there.
What now?
I'd like to claim my balloon.
You have the invoice, of course.
Of course.
Everything seems in order. The balloon is yours.
And the third item to grab is the very large basket.
Excuse me, you can't take that. It belongs to the store, and the store belongs to me.
Let's just ask him quickly about that U-boat.
Any sign of a German U-boat?
In these waters? Not in my lifetime.
So instead we'll make a trade.
Would you accept this ancient sign for the basket?
Well, let me see. My, this is a find. A perfectly preserved inscription in Minoan hieroglyphics.
Never heard of them.
Lucky for you, I am completely fluent. Listen.
Very lucky.
Road closed for repairs. Travelers use alternate route from Greater Colony on Crete.
That's it. The Greater Colony. Kerner's on his way to Crete.
My friend, the basket is yours. Excuse me, I must study this further.
Alright. So now that we have the net, the balloon, and the very large basket, we're going to head back to the dig site. And now we will combine the items together. So use the fishnet with the balloon,
I'll harness the balloon with the fishnet.
and then use that with the basket,
I'll tie the ends of the fishnet to the basket.
and finally use the hose that we got from the earlier dig site.
Now it should be possible to inflate the balloon.
There we go. And the last thing is, you can just look up here.
This looks like a natural gas fissure.
So use the deflated balloon rig with the hose, in the vent.
It's a long shot, but here goes.
Astounding that Indiana Jones could hold all of that in his pockets.
I ought to be featured in Modern Mechanics for this.
And now that we're all set, we take off. So here's another vehicle section. And what we're trying to do is find that a German U-boat. So the two controls are to vent hydrogen, which will drop you down to a lower altitude, and drop ballast, which will raise you to a higher altitude. So once again, we have these sort of map sections. And when you get to the edge, it will shift to the next one. And you can see your compass there will indicate your direction. Going to different altitudes will put you in different air currents. So if we go a little bit lower, we'll move just a little bit faster to the southeast. And let's have a look over on this next screen. Alright, we've yet to see the boat. Now you do tend to move faster the lower you are, so I'm going to quickly vent hydrogen several times. And you'll see that every time you vent hydrogen, you adjust your direction counterclockwise.
Must be an updraft here.
And anytime you drop ballast, the opposite will happen. Oh, no, wait. Yeah. Anytime you drop ballast, you will adjust your direction clockwise. So again, I'm going to quickly vent some hydrogen and head west. And you can see there what happened was we got to the bottom, the southernmost portion of the map, at which point the game sort of forced us back towards the north. And we'll do the same if we reach the western edge, which may be this one. Yep,
Must be an
there we go.
updraft here.
So we'll just head north, and there we are. So we can see the submarine. What we want to do is get in front of it.
Must be an updraft here. Must be an updraft here.
Can be a bit tricky when you're going as quickly as this. So when you're getting close, you may want to drop your ballast to get high enough. And what you want to do is get directly on top of it and then drop down to the lowest altitude. So if it turns back up, there we go. We may need to chase it up north a little bit. And then very quickly drop down.
What's the fucking Zolden is that? Oh! Himmel! Halt!
And Indiana Jones takes care of that naval officer.
What do you know? The clothes almost fit.
Alright, Dan, we're going to pause it there for now. And when we come back next time, we'll sneak onto the submarine and let it take us all the way to Crete. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.